Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in Java or in any programming language which contains this concept. It is called looping statements. So what are loops? Loop is used to run a set of statements continuously. Uh, like we can print something continuously using loops. So let us just check how many types of loops are there. So if we see carefully, then there will be only three types of loops. They are for loop, while loop, and do while. So what are the uses of these three loops? Let me just tell you. For loop is used to uh, uh, run something something for a limited time. Means a for loop is useful when you know when you have to end the loop. Means in for loop you have to write the starting range and ending range. uh, but this does not happen in while loop. In while loop we write the condition. We write the statement in a bit condition form, uh, like while in while loop, uh, in while loop we can run. uh, we have to write something. We have to write the ending statement. uh, we have to write the ending statement in a condition form. uh, like we have to run the while loop until the value inside this variable is 0. Do while loop is same as while, but runs the loop at least once if error found uh, in the statement. In the statement means if some error found inside the loop statement, then also it will still run the loop at least once. So these were the definitions of these three loops. So now let me just show you some practical example. So we could write the name as first of all I will use here for. Uh, so what the advantage of Java is that we can declare a variable anywhere. So like I can declare the variable for loop inside a for loop only. So int I means index. This is the most common name which is used for loop as a variable. So now this variable will keep track of how many times your loop has run, so that this could tell that when the loop should end and start. So I is equals to 0. I less than means when the loop has to stop. So suppose I can run the loop 3 times. For example, I plus plus. What does this mean? That uh, I plus plus is a very important symbol. It is called incrementation. Means after the loop ends one time, the I will increment, because if you will not run this statement, then the loop will never end, because I will be stuck at 0 and never reach to 3. So I will start at 0 and it will end at 3. If I reach to 3, then it will end, and to make it reach 3, we will increment it. Increment means to we can add I by 1. Means if I is 0, increment will make it plus 1, means it will make it 1. So we have written some conditions inside here, and if you want to if we can write here a variable number or variable also, but I am writing here a number. So we can run a statement inside the loop. Suppose I am running here, I am just printing here something. For example, I can write my channel name folder z. Okay, Java C, spelling wrong. Yes, Java C loops 1 dot Java. So let's just see if there is any error. It is checking. Actually, loops a bit complicated concept. That's why command prompt takes time to execute it. Let us just run it. So now you can see what will happen. Oh, so it is printing it 4 times. So now, wow, why this is happening? This is because that in programming counting starts from 0, but normally counting starts from 1. So the so if we include 0 between counting till 3, we will get 4 numbers. So since there are 4 numbers in between, it is running the loop 4 times from 0 to 3. So if you want to prevent this, just set the starting value as 1 instead of 0. So now it will do the normal count, and in normal count only 3 times the process will run. So see, now it is printing the thing 3 times. So this was the concept about for loop. Now while and do while are left only. So what is while? While is written like this. So we can require some scanner things. Scanner SE is equals to new scanner system dot in. Yes. So we can create a variable int j, suppose is equals to 0 or 1, suppose. Yes. So we can just ask, or we can just ask it inside the while loop only. Uh, uh, we can just ask enter any number, and you can store it inside here. And since we have declared it at starting only, that's why uh, we don't have to write the int keyword right here. So we can just simply write here j is equals to sc dot next int. Yes. So now the value will come at j, and we can write while j not is equals to 0. So now what does this mean? We created a variable j which contains the by default value 1, and now what will happen? It will ask you a number again and again until your input will be 0. Means it will ask you for entering a number until the number is 0. So that's why I didn't keep here value 0. Otherwise the loop ended when the program run. That's why. And we can't, and why I didn't declare the variable name here, because we are checking for the variable here, and if we just remove the integer and create it here, then it will not understand what variable we are using here, because wherever we write variable, the variable should be declared before that. So that's why it is important to use the int keyword. So after the explanation, I can run my program. Enter a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and 1. But now if I write 0, it ended the program. Means it finally didn't ask any number. This is looking a bit confusion. To clear any doubt, after we write 0, we can just write here that we asked you to enter a number until the number was 0 using the while loop. So with this we can check that the input is ended. Yes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. We asked you to enter a number until the number was 0 using while loop. So now so here it is. So here it is like this. So you can do it like this. Now the do while loop actually creating a do while loop is a bit complicated. What we have to do, just cut the while this all part, the while part, and paste it right here and put a semicolon now if you are using do while loop, and here write do. So do, and after the close bracket write while and the condition. So the same thing will happen. So here are some exceptions you can see. We will learn exception later on. I by mistake put an alphabet. So the same thing will happen because there is no statement error at the starting. So guys, this was how I told you an example of all the loops. Let us just revise it. In for loop, we can write it a limited times, and we have to also do increment. Otherwise, the loop will be infinite. In while loop, we have to write it like this until the input is not 0. Uh, we have to write it in a condition form like this. And in do while is also same as while, but here no condition is wrong. That's why it is running it as normally. So guys, that is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Any queries, comment down in the comment section. I will definitely try to answer them, and thanks for watching.